Hello everyone, this is Artorius and welcome back to another episode of Endless Ocean 2, which it's pretty much been like a year, I think, since I had the time to do any sort of side series in advance, so it's been a while since last time. Checking my old videos, last we left off, we cleared out Valka Castle, or well, we discovered it, and learned a bit more about the Song of Dragons and the Ancients and all that sort of stuff. At the moment, I'm actually going to go over to this table and have a look at my mission log. So in my notebook, what was the last thing to do in terms of story? Phantoms of the Castle. A mysterious verse engraved on the pendant left by Oceana's father pointed to Valka Castle. These ruins lay on the seafloor in Cicero's Strait in the Aegean Sea, an area where the legend of the Song of Dragons was still passed down. Determined to solve this mystery, you went to Cicero's Strait with the Louviers, where you were challenged by a salvager named Gigi. Yep. Thanatos. Oh god, I remember that. Come on. Any rare items sank to the castle. A map with a the circular earth left a strong impression on you. And Oceana. Song of Dragons. You managed to escape from the king's chamber after a trap sealed you in, then discovered a secret room and returned to the surface with an ancient Lapis Slate called the Oceanos tablet. Right, and then we needed to get Nancy to have a look at that, didn't we? Anyways, quests. Help me. Scattered seals. I need to help the monk seals. I'm an entrepreneur. I've cleared that. Voice of the Night Sky. Okay, seems to be getting the coins. Special requests. Memento. Nancy has a classic guitar for sale. You should buy it when you have the money. Finding Nancy scissors. Okay. When the stillness is broken. Come on, no. I've done that. So when the stillness is broken is... Okay, black dot. Oh, cave blocked off by a rock in southwest Gautama Atoll. Is there a way to move the rock? Well, to do that, I'd have to go diving with the dolphin. In the meantime, however, I believe I just need to call Nancy. No. Go back to the table. I need to get used to Wii-style controls again. Yes, call her over. I believe I need to get her to look at the Oceanos tablet. Okay, and here she is, pulling up. Howdy, hey, what can I do for you today? Oh, is there something you want to show me? I've indeed showed her the Oceanos tablet now. This is an extremely rare find, a slate of pure lapis lazuli that's been carved. It's over the tablet! So what do we have written on it? I refuse to believe this. Writing that I and Nancy Young cannot decipher? Where did you find it? Details! Explain the story so far. I see. So these are the writings of the mysterious ancient Oceanides. Actually, that does ring a bell. I've heard something about this somewhere recently. Of course, Professor Sakurai. I'm pretty sure she was studying the language of the Oceanides. Professor Sakurai? Who's that? He's a genius oceanographer. Or is it oceanographer? Like ocean or ocean? Well, not just that. She has degrees in biology, mechanical engineering, archaeology. Okay, so a genius all around. She's pretty much every degree you can get. She came over from Japan to do a guest lecture at my university. You could say I have connections in high places. What's she doing now? She's working at an aquarium in Japan. I think she's their vet. Vet? Well, it relates to her research on marine life. What an extraordinary person. Well, what should we do? We've got to go to Japan and meet her. Okay, I guess I'm off to Japan. Anything else? I got in some new stock that I think might strike your fancy. I bring you the latest and greatest dive gear straight from the manufacturers. Need better air management on those deep dives? Buy a better regulator. Pulsar and underwater pen running out just when you need them? No problem. I've got bigger and better batteries and ink cartridges right here. Take a support tank down with you for even more breaths of precious air. You'll also want a good silencer so you're less obvious to dangerous creatures. Oh. Last but not least, take a bigger bag down with you for all those salvage items. As a pro diver, it's up to you to have the latest equipment, so shop away. Can I afford anything at the moment? Is the question. I can't remember if I was getting more points lately. Okay, equipment. A bag would be nice. So it would be silencer. Let's see, medium bag, light ink. Okay, silencer, volume level 1, medium bag. That's going to take a lot. But it'll all be worth it. Regulate my breathing. And buy that as well. Oh, that hurt a lot. I should have asked her to praise stuff, but never mind. I suppose I can get some more loot and sell that off to her in the future. Anyways, I suppose it's off to Japan. What's up, Mr. Jean-Luc Louvier? We have a photo request. If you like taking some photographs, accept one of the requests. Yep. Back. I need to, I believe, head to the boat to go to this location, or do I just talk to, forget her name. It's been so long. We've got one guided dive request. Just let me know when you want to take it. Damn it, what was her name? Wait, was it Oceania? Or Oceania or something? Okay, off to the Aquarium in Japan. So, yep, time to catch a flight to our new location. So, what's it gonna say? Located a mere 15 minutes from the nearest train station, this aquarium complex is one of the largest in the world. Its centerpiece is a massive acrylic tank large enough to house whales. You can see everything here from the very small sea creatures to huge marine animals. You know, I kind of wish it would have, like, I know not every location would be based on real life, especially things like Valka Castle. But if there was a real aquarium place in Japan that's that good, I'd hope that they'd have put a name there. Okay, here we are. Oh, this is a very bare aquarium. I've never seen anything as bare and dark as a newly built aquarium. Okay. The guards of Professor Sakurai should be in the Marine Life Annex. We should be able to get to the annex through there. Let's see what we find. Okay, there she is. I assume that's Professor Sakurai. Excuse me, we're looking for Professor Sakurai. And you are? I'm Jean-Eric Louvier of LNL Diving Service. Our colleague Nancy Young contacted the Professor about our visit. Ah yes, she told me all about you. So what do you want to know? Well, we're looking for Professor Sakurai. You're speaking to her. I am Professor Hayako Sakurai. I'm in charge of seeing to animal welfare, selecting species to display, installing equipment, and many other things. What? You're too young to be a professor. Oceania. Please forgive her, Professor, so that's her name. Actually, I'd already heard about you. You're the ones who found Valka Castle in Cicero Strait. Yep, we beat GG there. I read about it in a journal. It sounded like a great adventure. Journal? Newspaper? Or something like that? So you must be the super diver I've heard so much about. Super diver? Me? Skilled with high-tech equipment and have no fear of dangerous animals. And your finely honed skills and intuition allowed you to get the better of this famous salvager GG. LNL Diving Services Super Diver Artorius, all caps. Well, that's what I read in the article at least. What? When did an article like that get published? Well, you don't look too unhappy to hear that. Wait. Okay, nah. I am reading this and not just waiting. Okay, I'm supposed to click to the next one. Okay. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. You had something to ask me. I was worried I was skipping through things. You explained the story so far to Hayako. An Okionos tablet? So that's what you want me to look at. Fascinating. You have my full attention. I should be able to decipher it for you if I can find the time. The ancient script is extremely complex even for me. Professor Sakurai, there you are. Oh, Mr. Kaimoto, I didn't think you'd come down here. They're still on a diving gear, so I assume they've been inside the aquarium looking for, you know, I don't know, good spots for reefs in them? Or what, corals? I was looking everywhere for you. Why do you always have to disappear the second I turn my back? And who are these people? What, you asked the professor to decipher an Okionos tablet? Absolutely not. I've already asked the professor to concentrate on other work. Please, Professor, we don't have much time left before we open. What kind of work is it? Oh, it varies for starters. I've asked the professor to go to the Arctic. I need her to carry out research on the life and habitat of polar bears. If that's all, then we can go to the Arctic in her place. While she deciphers the tablet. You go instead of the professor? That's... no problem for LNL Diving Service. Discoverers of the find of the century. Well, I don't really know. Is that alright with you, Professor? It's not a problem for me. I'm actually much more interested in this tablet. Alright then, here's what I want you to do. Go to the Arctic, find a polar bear, and observe it as closely as you can. I want to put a polar bear on display here in the aquarium, so I need as much data as you can get. You have questions about anything? Polar bear. Polar bear is a mammal found across the whole of the Arctic. It lives on the ice and preys on seals and other animals. I was about to say mammals for some reason. In order to get out of the water and onto the ice, it has to find an ice hole that it can climb out of. You can have it. Okay, so that makes me think I need to look for, because it highlighted in yellow, I need to look for ice holes when I'm there. The Arctic. The Arctic Ocean is probably deeper than any ocean you've ever dived in. The water temperature is low, and with normal equipment, you'll start to lose body heat immediately. You have to move quickly and get to your destination without delay. I hear you've befriended a dolphin. Maybe it could help you out. If you have questions about anything, tell me about you. My name is Ken Komoto. I'm the curator of this aquarium. I work for a number of aquariums developing new and exciting exhibits. I'm taking care of this one until it opens to the public. You have questions about anything? Nope. I've asked everything I could need to know. Leave the Okeanos tablet to me. I should have it deciphered before you get back from the Arctic. Have a safe trip. Oh wow, we're really just going straight there, are we? Oh no, back to Nineball Island first. Okay. Well, I want to go to the Arctic immediately and explore some of that new stuff. Because for me, it's been too long. Otherwise, if I was just doing stuff immediately, I suppose I would have had a look at some of these side missions, I believe. But yes, for my first time back in a while, I want to see about some more story content. Okay, off to the north coast of Canada, Arctic Ocean. Yes, indeed. I've said it so many times, but this game will always be beautiful. Okay, north coast of Canada. This area of off the east coast of Ward Hunt Island is frozen all year round. Polar bears and seals make their homes in the vast fields of drift ice, while a wide variety of marine life form an ecosystem beneath. I hope this place is still actually, frozen all year round. With global warming, lots of places are sort of not as frozen anymore. Which isn't good, particularly if this is polar bear habitat. This drift ice region is said to be home to polar bears. It's amazing, it feels like the entire area is covered with a big carpet of ice. What's the plan? Walk over the ice and look for a polar bear? The Arctic ice is getting thinner each year because of the effects of global warming. I suspect walking across the ice would be too dangerous. Indeed, we could fall through. And, if you fall through and you bash your head on the ice and you go unconscious, that's it. I guess we'll have to dive. Here's what we'll do. If we spot a polar bear from the boat, you can swim to the spot, then go ashore using a hole or a gap in the ice. What about the ice-cold water, though? Should be fine with these dry suits I've prepared. So what's the difference between a dry suit and a wetsuit? It won't offer total protection, however, as the water temperature will be sub-zero. Compared to other areas you dive in, you'll lose energy more quickly, and your air usage will increase. What is it? Ah, polar bear! You could... Can you just imagine saying some white bear? Polar bear! Really? Wow, that shouldn't take very long. Indeed it didn't. Where? I'd say it was directly northwest of here. That's lucky, there's a large hole in the ice around there. Sorry, it's a bit late for me, so I'm yawning a bit. It also looks like you'll be able to go ashore. I suggest you set off right away and take a look. Oh yeah, before I forget. That dolphin you befriended back on Nineball Island, and also any other animals you make friends with. You can dive with any of them as your partner. Think of them as your personal animal diving buddies. Cool, huh? In a tough environment like this, they'll be even more help to you than a human partner. So make sure you take an animal partner along with you. Dive. I shall dive with Flipper. And we've only got one location at the moment, in the drift ice. So let us dive. Time to take the ice-cold plunge. Alrighty then. North coast of Canada, drift ice, depth over 165 feet. No coral life, lots of fish life. Many large marine animals live on top of the drift ice. Rare species such as sea angels can be seen in this region, but beware of Greenland sharks. And here we are, our first introduction to the Arctic. Ooh. As usual, the music is stunning, as much as the visuals. If not more so. This is Jean-Eric, how's it looking down there? On your map, I've marked the place where the polar bear was seen. If you get lost, press X to bring up the map and see where you are. Also, because of the extreme cold of the water here in the Arctic, neither your equipment nor diving level will allow you to reduce the amount of air you use. I just bought a whole bunch of stuff, come on! Strength is drained by the freezing seawater, making it hard to swim. Maybe your dolphin partner can help. Have your dolphin partner help you move around the Arctic waters. Okay, well, how do I do that exactly? Either way, I need to swim forward. I want to see about these. These are seals, right? Bearded seal. Erignathus barbatus. 9 foot 2 inches. The seal has long whiskers growing around its mouth that are connected to nerve endings on its face, and used to forage for prey on the seabed. Its forelegs face forward, unlike those of other seals, allowing it a greater range of movement. It can also turn them out horizontally. Most seals who are born on the ice have pure white fur that acts as camouflage, but for some reason this seal is brown with grey patches at birth. Huh. That's interesting. What about these little fish? Come on. These are capelin or capelins. Melotus villosus. 7 inches, this fish is covered in countless small scales. Oh god, my air is dropping fast. It forms large schools during breeding season and spawns along the coast. Many young die after hatching and large numbers are washed up on the shore. Well, that's not good. Either way, Flipper, where are you? Flipper? Yes, this is Flipper. I know all about Flipper. I need you to help me swim around, buddy. My oxygen is just vanishing quickly. It's John Eric, how are things going? Did I hear you right? The dolphin is helping you? Very clever indeed, making use of its speed like that. It seems you're still full of surprises. At aquariums, that technique is known as a dolphin ride. While riding, you'll be unable to carry out certain activities, but you will be able to move freely and at a high speed. Utilizing this extra speed should enable you to reach your destination before the cold saps away your strength. Good luck. Okay, now, let's have a look at... I didn't intend to get out of that. Let me ride, come on. Hit the wrong button. As I said, it's been a while since I've done a Wii style game. Oh, wow. Oh, I gotta travel fast. Okay. Oh, that's a different kind of seal as well. These ones have, I assume they're going to be called like a banded seal or something with a pattern like that. Okay. This is a very small map, but it's very fitting considering you've barely got any oxygen. What? Just a moment. What? Oh, okay, a Greenland shark. Oh no, a Greenland shark. It's a big one too, and it looks agitated. Be careful. These things can get to very, very old ages. Like one of them, I know years ago, I saw a research thing, and it had been around since before Shakespeare was born. It's a big one too, and it looks agitated. Be careful. Greenland sharks resemble great white sharks, but live in much colder waters. Oh, I didn't know they bore a resemblance to great whites. They're terrifying beasts capable of swallowing a dolphin or a seal whole. According to legend, they've been known to attack humans too. You haven't got time to turn back now, so try using the dolphin speed to get past it safely. Swim, 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 swim. Oh. I'm gonna need to beep that out because, yeah, I've got relatives who are gonna watch this series. The water here is even colder. You can't withstand the cold for long, use your dolphin partner to help you. Can I get past it? I've got no idea. Just leapt out because I'm terrified of sharks and the like. Ice mosaic. Okay, well, I've found a new location. That doesn't help me, though. Flipper, 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 flipper. Come on. Pulsar. No, 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 no. Send it away, send it away. Okay. Okay, where am I? Flipper? There. Right. Get me away from this shark. Once. Okay. I have to swim down, I'll swim down. Okay. Budging. Really? The water here is even colder. You can't withstand the cold for long. Use your dolphin. I know all about that. I failed this. Okay. I'm out of oxygen, and I've got a Greenland shark. Yep. chasing me. It's looking like I'm going to have to do a long sort of turnaround. Okay, location, Arctic Ocean. Depth, I went 30.3 feet. Distance, I went 136 miles. Well, 0.136 miles. Time, 3 seconds. Wait, no, 3 minutes. The aurora should be visible in the sky here tonight if you surface. Okay, well, I need to dive again. The flipper. Take it a long way around. Not expecting a Greenland shark to pop up. I believe they mentioned it. I just wasn't expecting it to show up and hit me so easily despite me trying to swim super fast. Okay, so the Greenland shark is to the left of us, so I'm just going to go straight north for a bit. Near this fish location marked here. And then after that, I'll chuck a left, and hopefully that means I'll skirt around. Ooh, narwhals. Or narwhals. I don't know how to pronounce it properly. The unicorns of the sea. There's a lot of them here. Come on, I want to scam one. Let me, come on. I can't do that whilst I'm like this. Damn it. Okay, I guess I'm quickly, Oh, wow. Oh, I really have gone all the way to the top of the map. I guess that's good. It means I'll be avoiding that Greenland shark super easy. Wait, oh. Okay, current's too strong to go any further. I must have been going on a bit of an angle. Okay. Keep an eye for a dark shadow in the distance. Cannot afford to get hit by a Greenland shark again. What? Just a moment. Oh, it's the shark again. Oh no, a Greenland shark. It's a big one too and looks agitated. Be careful, Greenland sharks resemble great white sharks but live in much colder waters. They're terrifying beasts capable of swallowing a dolphin or a seal whole. According to legend, they've been known to attack humans too. I know all about that now. You haven't got time to turn back now, so try using dolphin speed to get past it safely. Come on, Flipper. How do I make you swim even faster? So I'm trying to swim fast, but it's not really working. Okay. Do I just spam the button or something instead of holding it? I don't rightfully know. Either way, I need to get past that shark. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? We'll go up on this angle. Please don't let me get hit by the shark. Terrifies me. Just watch, the place I need to surface is actually where the shark is, right? Isn't it? Shark's like swimming right below the light? No, that is not the case. Okay. You've evaded the Greenland shark and arrived safely at the ice hole. Nice job. Okay, so I was supposed to circle around it, not swim past it like I imagined. If you look up, you'll see that you are directly underneath your destination. Water here is a little warmer, so you should be able to swim without the dolphin's help. Aim for the large ice hole directly above you, make your way up to it, and raise your head toward the surface. When touching the surface, press A to look above the water. If you're close enough to a solid surface, you should be able to go ashore. Thank you, Flipper. You've saved my life. Also, what are these? Razorbills. What are razorbills? Alcatorta. 1 foot 4 inches tall, this black and white seabird has a wingspan of about 2 feet, and at first glance it looks like a penguin. It lives on cliffs near the sea and dives for its food. Interesting. Okay, well, up we go. And surface. Go ashore. And so we swim towards the light from the depths of the Arctic Ocean. Here we are. God, I do not envy Artorius at the moment. Can you imagine how cold that is out there? Imagine reach the area where polar bears live. Start your observation right away. It's up to you how to proceed. Carefully study the polar bear's behavior for a while. While doing so, you notice that the polar bear beginning to act strange. Thick, I assume. It seems to be looking for something. Perhaps it's getting ready to hunt. Okay. Polar bears have a very keen sense of smell. Okay. Judging from its actions, I'd say it's digging up a seal's ice hole. Oh! Okay. Polar bears are carnivorous and feed on seals. Yes. The ice hole appears to be abandoned. It looks like today's hunt didn't go very well. Oh. The polar bear survey was successful. Looks like you didn't have any trouble. Good work. Yeah, say that to the me who got beaten up by a Greenland shark. Feel free to return to the boat whenever you're ready. Did you know that you can do some of the same things on land that you can do underwater? For example, when focusing on an animal, you can feed it. Or you can open the tools menu and return directly to the boat. Also, if you want to return to the sea, just point at your air tank to do so. Okay, I'm going to see if I can get close to the polar bear and feed it. Now, I do not recommend doing anything like this in real life. They are dangerous predators, and they do see humans as food as well. Okay. Ursus maritimus. Length 10 feet. This bear is large and white with a small head and ears and a thick layer of blubber. Although its body hair looks white, it is actually transparent. Oh. Okay, that's interesting. It appears white due to reflected light. The polar bear lives inside the Arctic Circle where much of the ice is now receding due to global warming. Because of this, its habitat has shrunk and there is a real threat of extinction as the population continues to decrease. Now, if I get close to it, I do this. Food. Okay, so... Can I not bring up the... Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. Huh. So I can't hold food in that state. Interesting. I could have sworn you could. Ah, okay, pressing that button does a full loop. Yeah, it seems that you can't actually do the food part above water. Camera, however, yes, you can. Okay. That's a good photo. I suppose it's time to go back to the air tank, go swimming around for a bit, identify some creatures like the narwhals, get the information on them, and then head back to the aquarium. And plunging once more into the icy depths. Okay, Flipper. I'm gonna need you, buddy. Need you to get me to where the narwhals are. Avoid that Greenland shark. Let's have a look at the map. Okay, we're going this way. That way I'm going around where the Greenland shark last was. For all I know, it has moved. Don't know exactly what pattern across the map it goes and all that. And I am running out of oxygen fast. Okay, that's the shark. Come on. Okay, so the narwhals aren't... Oh, no, the narwhals are still over here. Quickly. Quickly. The narwhals. Out of shark territory. Okay, good. There is an ice hole here as well, so let's quickly go back. Okay. The longhorn-like tusks of narwhals were once traded for large sums of money. This worth was due in large part to their resemblance to the horns of the legendary unicorn. If you didn't know that narwhals existed, it would be easy to be fooled into believing that something so magnificent really was from a unicorn. Let's get the information on them. Monodon monoceros. Oh, oxygen's out. Yep. Damn it. Oh, well, at least I got the information on the polar bears this time, and I didn't get beaten up by a Greenland shark again. Okay. But yeah, I'll have to come back to you to explore a lot more. Same for the Guitarma Atoll and everything. Valka Strait's a bit different. The aurora should be visible in the sky here tonight if you surface. I can do that another time. In the meantime, let us depart. Now that we've gotten the information, we should go back to the aquarium. And learn about that tablet. I'm surprised it wasn't marked with an exclamation mark. Yes, it is time to go back this way. Interesting. Okay. Yep, I know all about this now. And we are once more at the empty aquarium. I read your report on the polar bear. It was fascinating, especially the polar bear's hunting techniques. I think it was a smart move to ask L&L Diving Service to do this work. So maybe I can ask you to take on some more work as well. Sure, anytime. You see, there's a job that I absolutely can't refuse. I have to get some time off from my curating position here to take it. Someone to be a good aquarium curator They need an unparalleled knowledge of the sea and above all, a flair for presentation. You're the only ones I can think of who might be able to do this so I can take some time off. How about it? Would you be interested in acting as the curator for all the exhibits in this aquarium? I'll give it a shot. I could try. Don't worry, it'll be fine. I have faith in you. Come on, let's do it. It'll be so much fun. Okay, let me teach you the basics of curating. Put your wetsuit on and follow me. This is the main tank, the largest tank in the aquarium. It's made of tempered acrylic and is the centerpiece of the whole building. It's the largest tank in the world, so big that even blue whales can be kept here. This sort of thing, I'm pretty damn sure, does not exist in real life. You can't keep certain size creatures in captivity, particularly things like sharks, especially great whites. They die after being in certain size enclosures for too long. I think part of it is to do with the fact that they need the constant airflow in their gills, and they travel at speeds that are so fast, so ridiculous around the world. It's the largest tank in the world, so big that you can use the main tank to display all medium to large sea creatures that you've encountered and recorded in your marine encyclopedia. You might want to organise the display from inside the main tank, which is why I asked you to bring along your wetsuit. Go into the main tank, point at it and press A, or you can press X to place creatures in the tank from the outside. When you're all finished, you can sit back and take it all in on one of the benches. We'll use the elevator to get to other areas in the aquarium. Taking the elevator located in front of the main tank brings you to the other areas. These are the more, say, nano tanks, but they're still pretty damn big. This is the small world gallery, a display area for small animals. You can display creatures found using zoom mode here. Okay, those are very obviously like sort of images instead of actual water sections like the main tank looks like. These creatures are very sensitive, so we divide them into tanks based on their environments. The last area of the aquarium is the marine life annex. Okay, so you don't have anything like what I've heard in real life. Is there's this sort of pressurized enclosure that was specifically designed to hold creatures that were at the very depths of the ocean, in the very deepest, most pressurized environments, and it was mainly, I think, shrimp and the like that were down there, that were inside of it. Can't remember. I wonder how they fed them. It's probably like a sort of a valve on the top, I'd imagine. You open that valve, you drop the food in it, you seal that one, and then there's a secondary valve that opens, and it's... Yeah, I imagine so. It's got to be made of some pretty incredible stuff to do that. The last area of the aquarium is the marine life annex. It's where you can exhibit any animals you've encountered on land. That was the area I first met you in, remember? You'll need to take the elevator to get there as well. And that's the exit for when you want to leave the aquarium. That's the end of the tour. Feel free to have a look around by yourselves. If you have any questions, let me know which display do you want to ask about. Let's ask about Hyarko first so we can learn about the tablet. Professor Sakurai? Oh yes, of course. You asked her to translate that strange tablet you brought here. Well, why don't you try curating the displays for the aquarium first? He's very, you have to do this first. Talk to me again when you're done, and I'll call Professor Sakurai for you. If you have any questions, let me know. Which display do you want to ask about? Whew, man, I forgot how vocal I had to be for this game. I just had to take a break to take a long gulp of water. I have no other questions for now, really. You explained pretty damn well about the main tank, the gallery, and the annex. Okay, I'll leave you to your work. Make this aquarium the best ever. Alright, let's have a look at the main tank first, shall we? Alright, taking a quick dive. Select leave tank from the tool menu to leave the tank. How do I place things here exactly? Is there specific locations I have to go to, or is it just like this? Okay. Humpback whale, humpback whale young. And they take up the same amount of space. Let's go to here. You've got schools of fish. Let's go for... what do I have that would fit this location? Did see mahi-mahi and the like around where the, humpbacks were before. Let's also go for school of fish. Let's go crescent tail big eye. And we'll put in a couple of smaller ones. So, will these show up as schools or no? It looks like these ones won't be small schools of fish, sadly. Yeah. Let's go for a Boa's parrotfish, a red sea bream, or brim, common octopus, and ooh, a ray. And now let's see what this looks like. Confirm. Yes, place these creatures. It's a shame there was no option for placing corals. Okay, so it does place multiple. So you can see where I've got the parrotfish. Yep, there's multiple of that. There's multiple of the brim. There's the young humpback, and there's the adult one. And you got the mahi-mahi all around. You got the octopus. You got, I can see one ray at least. But yeah, it's a shame there's no actual coral life on the rocks here. Because that in itself would be a great addition. Okay, well, I suppose I shall leave this tank. Yep, let's exit the main tank and have a look at it from the outside. Now, head over to a bench. Alrighty then. It does look quite nice, doesn't it? Not as good as being out in the ocean itself, though. Nothing, I think, can top that. And man, that baby humpback takes up so little space when looking at the image like this that it's a bit ridiculous that it takes up 4 slots, but I suppose you've got to be expecting it to grow up, which is what they want you to think of in this game. That baby humpback is not going to stay that size forever. It's going to end up just as big as the other one, so it needs that space accounted for. Up we go. Will Sakurai want me to do the other smaller ones before he telling me about Hayako? I imagine as such. Where is he actually? Is he vanished? Or is he's on this side? Okay, I'll talk to him first and we'll see what he says. About Hayako? Yep. Let's say yes for now. Okay, so I didn't have to actually do it. I just had to tell him I had. That's great. I'll call Professor Sakurai for you. Please wait in the Marine Life Annex. And here we are. I've finished deciphering your Okionos tablet. Oh, where's the music gone? I must say the contents are utterly fascinating. Yeah, there's no music anymore. It is without a doubt the most intriguing of all the Okionos tablets found so far. Yes! What does it say? Ooh! Treasure of Pacifica sleeps with the queen behind the bronze door in the abyss. Ooh. Okay, I can feel the hairs on the back of my neck rising, listening to that. Fissure filled by the circular ocean shows the way to the queen's tomb. Offer your flute to the sun of morning, noon, and night, and the dragon song will open the gates to treasure. Does that mean anything to you? The flute does, in a sense. You said dragon's song. It's on this tablet as well. If I remember correctly, you said you were researching the Song of Dragons. The phrase dragon's song appears on many of these so-called Okionos tablets, which are believed to have been created by a mysterious ancient ocean-faring civilization. This is probably the origin of all the legends of the Song of Dragons found throughout the world, which means that when you unravel the truth behind the Song of Dragons, the treasure of Pacifica will be revealed. It's quite simple, really. What's all this about the treasure of Pacifica? It's something important, right? It must be something that the Okeanides left behind. According to the tablet, it appears to be in a tomb of some sort sunk in the sea. Is this what Dad wanted to tell us about? No, you must stop this. I won't let you get involved with the Pacifica treasure. Why not? You're right. He must have meant to tell you about this. But your father, Matthias, his obsession with that Pacifica treasure ruined his life. Dad believed that the Pacifica treasure exists. Sadly, yes. And it was the death of him in the end. He was such a fool. And you too will meet the same fate if you chase after these cursed legends. I want that treasure. I want to know the truth. That sounds far better than saying I want that treasure. Exactly. I feel the same way. I want to solve the riddle of the Pacifica treasure. What? I felt it at Valka Castle too. The truth is out there, in the sea. I want to keep going until I find the truth. Dad may have been obsessed or whatever, but I'll be fine. It's not like it's the only thing I'm doing. If I don't find any more clues, I'll stop looking. And there's nothing more to say about it. There are no more clues, are there? Well, Professor Sakurai just gave a fair few clues. When you think about a fissure, I'm thinking deep sea ravines like the Mariana Trench. Well, you do have one clue. Really? What? The Legend of the Song of Dragons, the mysterious song that brings bad luck. There are recent reports of the Song of Dragons being heard with increasing frequency at sea. Really? Where? In the Weddell Sea, an area of 1.7 million square miles spread between Coates Land and the Antarctic Peninsula. Ooh, that's a big area. The sea is full of icebergs with special iceberg ASM 16P at its centre. Personally, I have a great interest in the Song of Dragons from a purely scientific perspective. I'd like to participate in your investigation if you don't object. I also want to know the truth. Any objections? Is this a good idea? Well, we can hardly say no. Someone with experience working in the Antarctic will surely benefit the company. Remember, you must know when to turn back. Okay. Ayako Sakurai joined L&L Diving Service, and I now work at her museum. Well, aquarium. The fact that she worked archaeology is what made me just jump to museum. Alrighty then. So, wait, does she add anything new to the table? Or no? Okay, so she is just a talk option. Yep, Weddell Sea in the Antarctic. Ah, I'm now an aquarium creator. Okay, well, I've got that side mission. Give me a second to have a look at the table so I can look at it. Come on. I believe it was in special request, right? And the stillness is broken. Cave blocked off by rock in southwest Gautama Atoll. If I go to quest, there's a new one apparently. Voice of the Night Sky. I'm sure I looked at that before. Yep. So I've got a whole new area to explore in the form of the Arctic. We're going to be going to the Antarctic as well. Yeah, sure. Yeah, we're going to be going to the Antarctic as well at some point. The Weddell Sea in particular. Yes, I'll continue playing. Okay. But, in the meantime, we are off to the Gautama Atoll. I'll see if I can find that rock first. And after that, I believe that will be the last thing I do for today. So, let's depart. Okay. Gautama Atoll in the South Pacific. Just next door pretty much to where we are currently. And off we go. It's been a while since I've been here, so I'll read the description for it. Pelago Commonwealth, South Pacific, Gautama Atoll. Tropical ocean paradise loved by divers for its colourful coral and fish, and more recently by scientists for its unique marine life. With plenty of large and small fish, this is an ideal diving location. Okay, time to dive. And I shall take Flipper with me. If there's rocks, I distinctly remember I need him to help me move it. So, south, never east, sorry. So southwest, out here by A8, B8, so on and so forth. So I'll dive from the deep hole entrance. Yep, dive here. And I'll actually be able to test out this new rebreather sort of thing that I've gotten, because I'll be able to stay underwater for longer. It's quite nice, actually. This sandy spot is covered in coral and teeming with tiny creatures. A pair of humphead wrasses are often seen at the entrance to the deep hole. Okay. Gautama Atoll, Pelago Commonwealth, South Pacific. Okay, Flipper, I need you to give me a ride. Indeed. We must. Off we go. Now, if I were to look at my map now, don't go to deep hole, go across this way, okay? Southwest, there is a rock blocking off a cave. That's out this way. I can get rid of that for now. Question is, how deep exactly is this going to go when I get over here? Or am I mistaking things in general and the rock is going to be in the deep hole area, counting that as a part of the southwest sort of situation? I'm sure I've counted these fish before, read them, right? They don't look very familiar though to me. Okay, it'll be over the edge here. Oh. That's dramatic music. Last time we heard something like that was around when Thanatos showed up. Blue Cliff, Gautama Atoll. Ooh, lots of new life down here, I assume. Okay, first of all, click on you. Or you. Come on, let me click on one of the fish. I need to read. Give me details. I want to know. Okay, they are new fish. I hadn't seen them before. King Angelfish. Ah, okay, so they'll all be added to the Marine Encyclopedia. Okay, Holocanthus passer. Length 10 inches. Adults are dark blue, but young fish are bright yellow with pale stripes. The name is fitting as they have a crown-like pattern on their heads. I don't remember what this tab is for. This is its distribution, its range of where it can be found in the area. Okay. I suppose we're going over the edge of Blue Cliff. Having a look down here, seeing what sort of life we can find, and trying to find that rock blocking a cave. What is this location? Ah, new type of seahorse. So these are pygmy seahorses, known as Hippocampus argibanti, 1 inch long. This small pink seahorse is covered in a large number of short protuberances. It uses its twisted tail to wrap itself around coral or seaweed and fix itself in position. Its body color changes depending on the surrounding environment, and orange, red, or yellow varieties with different patterns can be found. These look more of a pinkish one if you ask me. I suppose they fall under the red category. So I was trying to click on these tiny fish I can see around me. What's that? Ooh, new whale in this area? Look, it's a pod of humpback whales. Ooh. It appears they're going to hunt fish together. Okay. See all those fine bubbles they're blowing? That's called a bubble net. What is a bubble net? Okay. It limits the vision and movement of their prey. Ah, so I assume it makes the prey think that there's a wall there, like a sea cliff. A group of whales can trap a ton of fish with that technique. Okay. Assume they're about to, yep. And they swim through the bubble net in unison, eating huge mouthfuls of food. Interesting. Whales certainly are intelligent. 100%. You know what I always used to think when I was younger? I used to think that whales' heads were upside down. That the white was the top of the body, and the black was supposed to be the bottom for their heads. It's just the way they're shaped with the smaller part of their jaw on the top. Anyways, these... Oh, never mind. I found this instead of clicking on the fish. If you can even flip it, you might be able to push the rock. Try working together. Indeed. And Flipper shows his superpower and moves the rock. Move the rock that was blocking the cavern entrance. I can't believe something like that could be moved. It's all thanks to hard work by you and Flipper. Indeed it is, Flipper. Indeed it is. Okay, well, before we go in, have a look at these small fish around here. Okay, I've seen Stark's Damoiselle before. And what's the difference in how I try to pronounce things there? Well, one I was trying to say with an E, one I was trying to say with an A. Purple Queen, I've seen those little fish before. Question is, how deep can you go before it gets dangerous here? And, you know, this sort of territory is where I imagine sharks would start showing up as well. Kind of like how we had that tiger shark in Deep Hole. I'm hesitant to try and do much more. So if I go around the edge here, I can go into that hole and I can see what exactly is inside of it. Right? This is where it was, isn't it? Unless it's below me. Oh, damn it. Swim outwards a bit. I'll turn around and have a look. Okay. Now I've stuck my head out a bit. Can I have a proper full view? Okay, there it is. Right there. My oxygen is definitely not draining anywhere near as fast. Then again, I was in the Arctic as well before. Oh! Flip it out my way. I need to check this golden glowy spot. Ah, coin! And I'm pretty sure, okay, new item, a Gemini coin, and these are singular bannerfish. As for what's inside this cavern... Nothing. Okay. There's probably more around. Give me a second. I'll be back in a moment. And I'm back just to pretty much say goodbye. So normally I like to show the dive statistics and everything when I get to the end, but I got called away. It had been a long time. I've come back and I'm pretty much out of recording time. So, having a look at the description there, that single rock I moved out the way was all there was, and there was really nothing to what was in there either. So, yeah, next time we can possibly have a look at doing some more side missions and having a look at the Antarctic stuff. So in the meantime, I'd like to thank everyone for watching. If you did like this, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that notification for any future updates. I shall see you all in the next episode of Endless Show. Endless Ocean 2.